Hey everybody, Star 6 Wars 1 here, and welcome to the 13th review of Anime Movie Month. For this one, we are covering probably one of the saddest films I've ever seen, and that is 5 centimeters per second. Now, I need to just reline I thought of. All love is unrequited. How bitter those words, but sometimes no. Only some love is unrequited. But this movie goes by the all love is unrequited rule. This is by far the most depressing romance anime I've ever watched. At times even more so than Clannad. But I found Clannad more, it had its happy moments. This one was very sad from beginning to end. And it was only 65 minutes. But with that, it becomes one of the most beautifully looked at and realistic movies ever. First up, the animation. It's really good. It's not in your face, and yeah, there's a lot of scenery shots, but you know what? For this kind of a movie, it really makes sense, and it's perfectly done. This is probably some of the best animation I've seen in Anime Movie Month so far. Now, I need to go into the story. The story is goes into 3 parts. Part 1 revolves around 2 people, Takaya and Akira, Akiri, and sorry I butchered the names. They are just little kids, little childhood romance, but Akari is moving, and I can't even go any more into it. It's really a sad tale, and it's heartbreaking to watch, but it revolves around the themes of unrequited love, bitter loneliness, and the inability to move on from such things. Honestly, I think this is one of the most brilliantly told stories I've seen in any anime, and at times anywhere. This is a brilliant story, and one I think needs to be told more. Because we don't see this a lot. We see more of the happy endings. We don't see these kind of stories happen very often, and truth be told, we really need them. Because guess what? About 9 times out of 10, there is no happy ending. There is usually just bitterness. The world is a cynical place. But let's move on. Next up, I need to talk about the characters. Because these characters really hit home for me. Because not only could be similar to people I know, I've felt some of these things these characters felt. Not always in the romantic sense, but sometimes it was. I felt how these characters feel. I felt Akari's and Takai's bitter loneliness in the first act. I felt Kanai's unrequited love, and I felt Takai's inability to move on from events of the past. These things really hurt, and I know how these feel all too well. So I admit that this became a very close to home one. These characters are depressing but very relatable. You understand them. Next, let's go with the music. They just want to make tears come out of my eyes, don't they? Seriously, the music is either beautiful or sad or both, and truth be told, it's greatly executed. I'm next to tears, guys. Really, I am. This anime is one of the most heartbreaking I've ever seen, and easily one of the most just wow. This is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen, but it's one of the most heartbreaking. I really, really recommend this. And I have to thank Darkness Dragoon Rose for his top 10 saddest anime list, which introduced me into thinking I should watch this. Because this is a really, really great movie, and it's one you need to watch. You need to experience this, especially if you felt any of what I've mentioned earlier. I give 5 centimeters per second a 9 out of 10. This is probably the best movie I've seen of Anime Movie Month, and it's surprising to say that because I've seen a lot of stuff I like, but honestly, I think this is the best movie I've seen this month. Join me on December 31st for Full Metal Alchemist Sacred Star of Milos. See you guys then.